Week 11 wrap up. We're in review. So, what did we cover this week? Well, how do we implement systems? We understood how important everything is. We understood how the implementation process, what do we need to put? Who can have access to what, when, where, how? Uh, we want to make sure we protect against any fraud, hackers. So, by giving users the least amount of access that they need to do their job is the best way to do this. We don't give users administrator rights. We limit what they can see, how they can say it. If a user gets hacked, only they can see a certain amount of data. Same with applications. How much does the user have? It allows us to limit what we put in there. It allows us to limit our exposure in case a user gets hacked. We looked at the different policies, standards, guidelines, and procedures, and how they all came about, and how important each role is in the system. We looked at the different laws, different policies that are in place, the different standards. IEEE we looked at, the National Institute Standard of Technology. What role did that play in it? The Federal Information Security Management Act, ISO, and how did that come in? International Standards. We looked at the Internet Engineering Task Force Act, the PCI security standards, the payment card industry. How did we go about that to ensure everyone has the same information? Center of Internet Security. These are different standards that are out there that help us to ensure that as we deal with our different vendors, we ensure that everyone has the same data. Who's going to identify what access control are we going to have? Who's going to be on here? What was the purpose of the multi-layer system? We talked about that and how users have certain access, system access, the different applications, the files, remote access. How do we prevent anyone with remote access? And there's different levels of remote access. An employee, what are they going to have? We looked at the intranet, information that we put on the network that allows users, employees to have access to questions in HR, questions for payroll, questions about their 401k. We have that to worry about. What should we put up and how secure is that? And we had extranets. How do we get our vendors, suppliers, how do we get them the information they need? Nowadays, everyone's connected. No one wants to get a paper invoice. So we do all this through the extranet. How do we secure that? We also looked at the best practices. Who has access to it? What are the standards out there? These are some of the things that we looked at. We also looked at what did you have do? You had your reading assignment, your discussion question, your weekly paper, and your quiz. And your quiz. So these are some of the things we looked at today. Don't forget, anytime you need to get a hold of me, you can email me. You can ask questions on the question link. Also, remember, what made you smile this week? Thank you. We'll talk soon.